Hi, everybody. I'm Herman Peng, the Medical Director for Antavella Medical. I want to just talk to you briefly about what's been going on with this pandemic. I understand this is kind of a scary time for everybody. There's all these restrictions in place. There's a lot of uncertainty with what's going on. I want to let you guys know we have some answers and some solutions for the virus and for what we can do to help you. Because at the end of the day, what's most important is ultimately your health. Without your health, you won't have any ability to have a meaningful quality of life, to get back to work, to do any of the important things. So there have been several questions raised about this virus. I'm here with Todd, my medical assistant, and he's going to go ahead and ask me some of the questions that have come up during the past week or so. So, Todd?
Okay, first one, can you get COVID-19 twice?
Well, in this world of possibility, anything is possible. But statistically, the chance of getting COVID-19 twice is extremely remote. Think if you actually got it twice after having had it once, it would probably be a reportable case.
Number two, why are some testings negative but still have the virus?
That's a good question. There's an incubation period between 2 and 14 days. And so if you get tested, what they're typically looking for is your body's ability to create and develop antibodies against the virus. You can get the virus to attack you, and if you are tested before your body has had a chance to make these antibodies, your test will come back negative even though you've got the virus. So that usually should not be much of an issue because most people usually get tested when they start to have symptoms. So probably at that point, you've already developed antibodies that should be seen. But the small percent that have the false negative, it's probably because they got tested a little early in the incubation period.
And here's a good one. Can you really be a carrier and be asymptomatic?
Yes, actually, most of the people who have gotten the virus are asymptomatic. About 80% of the people thereabouts have had the virus infection and show no signs or symptoms. It's probably related to immunity and some other genetic factors. But yeah, the vast majority of people will test positive for the virus, but actually won't show any symptoms, which is actually it's a blessing.
And does 70% rubbing alcohol kill the COVID?
Yes, the one thing about this virus is very, very contagious, meaning it can spread quite easily, but it has a structure. And viruses are made up of different protein subunits. This particular virus is very, very fragile. 70% isopropyl alcohol, or actually any sort of alcohol, it doesn't have to be isopropyl alcohol. Any alcohol will kill the virus basically upon contact. Alcohol inactivates the virus almost instantaneously.
And last one, can coronavirus live in the heat?
No, it basically, and when you mean heat, I'm assuming that you're referring to a temperature, say, above 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The evidence thus far has shown that it's like most of the other cold viruses, heat will tend to inactivate the virus. It doesn't do well in heat. That's why it's called a cold virus. All right, so there are a couple of aspects that I want to also share with you. There are really two parts to this virus that we want to be concerned about. One part is we would like to prevent getting the infection, the virus to attack us. So what can we do for prevention? The easiest thing to do is something very, very simple. You take a little bottle that you can spray. This has got isopropyl alcohol. Spray your hands, spray tops, countertops. Virus is dead. That's how fast the alcohol will work to inactivate the virus. This virus works by transmission from fomites. Fomites are the countertop, paper, clothing, where the virus can go. Somebody touches it and then they touch their face. So if you kill the virus on countertops, on your clothing, if you have someone sneeze on your sleeve or whatever, on your hands, then the fomites are inactivated and you cannot get the virus. Now, in addition to that very simple preventive measure, we are preparing an immunity packet here at Antebellum Medical. Our immunity packet contains several different items. We're going to have in it, first of all, probiotic. We're going to have vitamin D3, 5,000 units. Going to have lysine, 60 milligrams, B6, 50 milligrams. We're going to also have selenium, 50 milligrams, zinc picolinate, 50 milligrams, vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams, melatonin, 3 milligrams. And in these packets, we're going to have a little spritzer bottle with about an ounce of isopropyl or some sort of an alcohol. What you'd like to do with these supplements is to boost your immune system. If you get your immune system boosted, your ability to fight the virus goes up dramatically. That doesn't mean that you still can't get sick, but if you do get sick, your illness should be a short illness with a rapid recovery. So that's the first part of what we want to do, which is the prevention, which is to be sure and to spritz and to take these supplements to get your immune system. But what about if you do actually get the infection and you're having some symptoms? The medications that are under investigation to possibly treat the virus, they've all been confiscated by the government. So are there other means by which we can treat this virus? Absolutely. Perhaps the most valuable is what we call a high-dose vitamin C infusion. In this, we will have ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, anywhere between 10 and 20 grams. This will go into an IV bag, which we have, and here at Antebellum Medical, we'll insert an IV into your arm and give you this drip over 2 to 3 hours, and it will have a very beneficial and positive effect on helping eradicate the infection. We want everyone to be healthy, we want everybody to be well, and we want you guys to know that we're here for you. Thank you very much.